Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today's coffee chat. Well, spring is finally here. Oh, I'm so happy about that. The leaves are budding and all of the blossoms are out. I'm seeing daffodils popping up everywhere. And oh, my absolute favorite part of this time of year is that the days are getting longer. Have you noticed that too? That it's now light out later and the time changes a little bit ago, so it's getting later out in the morning too. Ah, that's my absolute favorite part of this time of year. But as much as we've gotten through the darkest days of winter ourselves, we've kind of arrived at what I consider the darkest days of local produce. Yeah, I was at my local grocery store this week and hey, there was fantastic local apples still. The BC apples were still looking fantastic. But as far as vegetables, it was a little bit of slim pickings there. I found some local turnips, which was great. So sometimes you can find some root vegetables that have been in storage all winter, and still local BC mushrooms. Love that we can get those all year round, but otherwise it was getting pretty slim. So what I have on my mind today is something that can help you increase your variety, because hey, you know me by now, I'm all about eating variety, and that's frozen vegetables and fruit. Yeah, frozen vegetables and fruit. Not always the sexiest topic. I mean, you're not going to see photos on Instagram of these beautiful meals made with frozen fruits and veggies, but you know what? They're part of the reality of healthy eating. They're a really practical way to make it actually happen for you. So I wanted to take this moment during the trickiest time of year from a local produce point of view to share my love of frozen veggies and fruit. I first want to just right out of the bag dispel the myth of vegetables and fruit that are frozen not having any nutrients. Not true. Not true. They still totally count. Often people kind of sheepishly ask me, like, do frozen veggies count? Yes, a big solid yes. In fact, it's been shown that sometimes because the produce that is going to be frozen is picked at its peak ripeness and frozen right away, it can actually retain more nutrients than produce that is picked and then put on trucks and taking days or weeks or however the heck long to get from where they were grown to our grocery store. And then how long it sits in our fridge until it ends up on our plates. So yes, there is a little bit of nutrient loss when you freeze vegetables or fruit, but it can actually retain a lot more than long imported, like vegetables and fruit that are imported a long way. And so they're, very significant contribution, particularly this time of year. Frozen veggies are also, I always have some in my fridge, particularly because when I really got into the habit when I was traveling a ton. Because you know what? I would be arriving home late on a ferry or late on a plane, and there's no there's a 24-hour grocery store that would be open, but I was exhausted. The last thing I was doing was heading out for a grocery shop at midnight or whatever. And so that first day home was always a frozen vegetable, frozen fruit day. And then I would get to the grocery store and then be able to, restock with the fresh and get that going. But it really saved me that day, and it saved me from eating out, because that's what happens. There's always going to be, come on, the reality is there's always going to be some days when you just haven't made it to the grocery store and the crisper in your fridge is looking a little bare. And so you're either going to end up eating out, doing takeout, fast food, or use the frozen veggies to make a meal. Is it going to be an Instagram worthy meal? No. But is it getting healthy food on the table? Yes. So really a great key, really like a secret key, a secret tool to help make healthy eating happen for you. frozen fruits and veggies. Well, the fruits particularly, I found this one in my freezer this morning to share with you. I've got some frozen cherries there. Except for the summertime when berries are in season, I use frozen fruits in my overnight oats every day. Smoothies, overnight oats, perfect time to be using frozen fruits and or veggies. Love that time there. And yes, in the summer, I always buy extra and I freeze them, but yep, this time of year, those are gone and I'm buying the commercial stuff too. Frozen veggies. What I found in my freezer, you can tell I've shopped at Save on Foods recently, is that these are even BC grown broccoli. Like, how great is that? Yeah, so there's some really great BC companies that are doing frozen veggies and fruit, and there's also some great ones from the Pacific Northwest, whether conventional or organic. I've seen both, great section there. And so yeah, it's worth taking a peek through the frozen vegetables, frozen fruit section of your grocery store and keeping those on stock. It's an important tool for making healthy eating a reality. I'd love for you to share, how do you use frozen veggies? What frozen veggies or fruit do you keep in the fridge? Share that in the comment section below. I'm sure people would love to get ideas from you. If you like this video, please click the little thumbs up button. And hey, I share with you something that's on my mind nutrition-wise over a cup of coffee every Thursday morning, 7 a.m. I would love to have you join me. Don't have to remember it yourself. Outsource that by clicking the subscribe button and then the little notification bell. And hey, you'll be reminded that I've posted a new video to share with you here. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you here next Thursday morning.